How you doing, YouTube? South Pole Pete here. What I have today is my entry into Otter Arms 1,000 subs giveaway. Otter Arms, brother, that is fantastic. 1,000 subs. That's just sick. Um, so let's get started here. When I first started picking, like a lot of people, I went for a cheap South Ord set that broke, ruined, whatever. Um, It came with an acrylic padlock, so I was all excited. I had picked the Master Lock number 3, but didn't have any of the correct tools. So I bought one, it's actually only comes with one. I bought one of these 36 piece, 38, 40 piece sets off Amazon. And as you can see, they're not full tang, so they end up breaking and bending, and lots of profiles and automotive profiles and things that I never even use. But it was the experience, getting different depth hooks and things of that nature. Weird tensioners. From that, I moved on to, let's see, there, to another cheap set that was actually worked out better for me. Again, some of the profiles that were just automotive and foreign to me. Some hooks, had some rakes. Unfortunately, these things all break because they're not quality tools. They're probably stamped out in mass, and you know. Anyhow, from those two, well, that 3 sets, the South Ord that I don't have, and then a lot of those, by the way, would break or whatever. This one became a notch decoder, and trying to do it. This one is obviously just a broken pick. This one I turned into a knife tool because the tip had broken off. This is another one where I turned it into a knife tool. Experimenting with like terrible little half diamonds. I just never threw any of the broken picks away, which ended up leading me to deciding to spend a little bit of money. And what I first got, I invested in a Sparrows Night School kit, which obviously is just a holder for the, it came with 3 cutout locks that are repinnable. So once I got these, so it's standard pins, then spool pins, then serrated pins. The reason I have a 4th is because Sparrows, in their infinite wisdom, I let them know that I'm left-handed and I wanted left-hand cutouts, in my night school kit. They sent me 2 left-hand cutouts, then they sent me a right-hand cutout. I contacted Sparrows, explained what happened. They told me just to keep the right-hand cutout, which was pretty big of them, I guess, which I did. And that's when I started progressive pinning using security pins. That was my first exposure to security pins and things like that. Which, of course, when I bought the night school set, I realized I would need a plug follower, which this one is specially terribly, it's plastic, but it's grooved to fit in the Sparrows plastic, or the where you would key it or pin it, blah 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 blah. Also got a pair of Sparrows pinning tweezers. Not the best tweezers, but they do work. Not the best follower, but it does work. With that, getting into keying and things like that, I ended up getting, these are Lock Noob made chess pins. So it's a pawn, a bishop, a rook, knights, all the chess pieces. And then I also got a It's called the Master Key Set. And what it does is it gives you all these keys to where you can, let's say you have a heart and a diamond department, and you have a club and a sparrow or a spade apartment. These two have a maintenance man. These two have a maintenance man that needs a key to enter both apartments. Besides, each resident needs their own key. Plus, you're going to need, as the owner of the building, keys for all apartment. Very cool little kit. Lots of springs, different size pins, things like that. And the keys and the coding on how to do it. Very cool little pinning set. From that, I ended up getting the Sparrows Monstrum set. As a Christmas gift, my family realized maybe I'm not just a fleeting hobbyist here. And this has become the catch-all case for, there's some Southord in here, there's Sparrows, there's small, I'm sorry, I don't forget where I even purchased those. Have things like a Sparrows City Rake and a Southord, just different profile. So let me open this up for you. Both sides open. So basically what I do is I keep City Rakes here. I keep some deep hooks here. Rakes are in here, which I also have the Octo Rake that came with the Monstrum. Over here are just regular hooks and maybe even what would be comparable to a Peterson Gem type profile. These are some other rakes, quint rakes. Then I have my worms over here. Then inside, obviously, tensioners with twists, tensioners that are straight, tensioners with twists with small on the end. I've come to realize that tension wrenches are really where it's at. Also, these are my half diamonds, snowmen or ball picks, a few comb picks over here. I'm sorry, I didn't even get that in frame. A knife tool that I made, a double peak that I made for the Master 570. So this is just I have a American bypass, I have the Master switch in here, other tension wrenches, quite a few different profiles. Here's my top of the keyway tensions. This is a Euro tensioner, I believe it's called. I have some Z tension bars, I believe they're called, these type, just in case. Like I say, I found the profile of the picks don't seem to be as necessary as the correct tension. Tension is key. So for me, this is kind of where I've stopped at the Monstrum. But I'm always looking online for things, and I do like this. It was a $15. The heads change on this actual lockpick. So what I have in it now, what I keep on this, is like a monkey paw. $14. No real tension wrenches to speak of, but lots of profiles and rakes that I thought were pretty cool. Again, not the top of the line model that people use, but for me, it gets the job done. This is such a great hobby, and being able to see everyone's tools, what they use, what they work with, it's fantastic. So Otter Arms, again, congratulations on the 1,000. That's huge. Everyone, I really hope to see your tools, what you use. Oh, let me get this in there too, by the way. These are the automotive profiles for that lockpick I just showed. Again, I don't really use those. Anyway, so that's a rundown of my tools. The next step is I'd like to get into bump keys. I found the rings. They're actually called castration rings. When I was in another part of the state, they had them at the store. So that's kind of where I'm at, and eventually I'd like to try Moki picks. I'd like to try some Jimmy Longs. Just, there's so many people to mention. But anyway, congratulations, Otter Arms, rock and roll. Keep it going, brother. Excellent content. Congrats.